Hello everybody, this is Grant, your friendly neighborhood InstructLab community member. In today's video, I wanted to try something new. It is, I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, June 25th. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening, and I wanted to create a fun video and try something out that I thought about today. And that is creating a local voice assistant that is using the open source Granite code models on the back end. And this will allow me to interact via voice with the models that we're creating. I found an interesting project today that I want to try out called AlwaysReddy. And this is an open source project that will allow me to speak with the LLM on the back end. There's a lot of different options for this. So we're going to get this repository cloned, and we'll play around with it and see if we can get it working. Now, the only thing that I have on this Windows box, as you know me, I typically don't ever use Windows, but I thought this would be a fun day to get my Windows box up and running. I did have to install Git and Python 3.11.9, but that's really the only development type stuff I've done to this Windows box. So let's go ahead and clone this repo down, open my terminal down here, and we will just simply do a git clone. And I do have a mechanical keyboard. I apologize, it is going to be a little bit loud as I'm typing. So we're going to clone this project down, and let's go into the directory here and look at it. And I believe there is a setup. I think we do python setup.py according to the git repository, and this should allow us to set this up. And I'm going to do this in real time with you. It looks like it created a Python virtual environment, and it's using a bunch of cached Python packages that I already have here locally. And it should, in just a second, download this. I did pre-cache this download so we wouldn't have to sit and wait for it. Let's use faster whisper. This will allow us to do local transcription, and I'll download the dependencies for that. And then it's going to ask us another question if we want to install a local voice system as well. So this will be the response that comes back to us, and that will allow us to change perhaps the persona that the voice is taking on with us. And that's called Piper Local TTS. Looks like it also created a config file. And I do want to install the Piper local system. And then, do you want to add AlwaysReddy to startup? No, I don't want this to run every time Windows runs. Okay, so now we have it up and running, but by default, I believe it is going to talk to OpenAI, but we don't want to do that. We want to have it talk to a local model with Ollama. So I'm going to open up my VS Code here and look at my config file. Let me make this bigger for you. And we can see that a lot of the stuff is commented out except for OpenAI. So we want to comment out OpenAI because we want to use a local model. And then this looks good. And then the Piper stuff is good. So we want to, what are the options here? Let's use Ollama. So let's uncomment out Ollama and the Ollama base URL. And that reminds me, I actually do not have Ollama. So let's download and install Ollama real quick. Just go to Ollama and click on download. And we want to download for Windows. It's a preview. So we'll see how that goes. I've never used Ollama on Windows before. So hopefully this will complete pretty quickly. We'll click install. And I'm wondering if this is going to add it to the path as well. We'll need to verify that once this gets installed. But once we have Ollama installed, we're then going to install the Granite models with Ollama and then change the configuration file to point to that Granite model, and hopefully it'll just work for us. So it looks like the install finished. I'm wondering, did it add something? It did. Okay, so it did add Ollama to the taskbar. You can see I do need to update my Windows. So let's browse for Ollama models and see what we have available for us. Here we go. Let's do a Control F and search for Granite. There's the Granite code model. We just want the Granite model. So let's open up our terminal again, and let's see if Ollama is actually on our path now. It is not. Maybe I need to open a new window here. Make this a little bigger. Ollama. There we go. And let's say Ollama pull. What if we did InstructLab slash, let's go to Hugging Face and see what the InstructLab Hugging Face InstructLab model is. There we go. Let's do the Granite-7B lab. Granite-7B lab. Let's copy that over. And move some stuff around here. We want to just copy this and see if we can pull this down. All right. Looks like it's pulling the manifest down. And so it's going to download the model now. It is going a little bit slow. It's speeding up now. We're about 84 megs a second. Just reached 115, 120. I do have a fiber internet connection, so that's a pretty good route to the server to get that. I also want to copy this, and I'm going to change my configuration file to point to this model is what we want to do. So let me save those changes. Let me go back and check if it's downloaded. And then we're going to simply serve this model or do an Ollama run, and we should be able to talk with the InstructLab Granite-7B lab model if all goes well. We'll see if it does. All right, so now let's do Ollama run, paste back in our model name, and it should just start up the model and begin serving it. So now let's go back over here to our AlwaysReddy, and fingers crossed, let's see if this works. How do I actually run this? Let's do a dir. Is there a bat file or something in here? Let's see. Oh yeah, run AlwaysReddy.bat. Try that. Okay, now I'm going to hit Alt-Control-R and see what happens. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hello. I'm an AI assistant, and I'm here to help you. How can I assist you today?
That was pretty awesome, right? With just a few minutes, we're able to have an actual voice conversation with our Granite code model. So let's ask it a question. Let's say, hey, can you describe what Red Hat is for me?
Certainly. Red Hat is a leading provider of open-source software solutions specializing in enterprise-grade Linux distributions. They offer a wide range of products and services, including operating systems, middleware, databases, and cloud computing solutions. Red Hat's mission is to make technology accessible.
Let's end this. So that was pretty cool. Let's try it again. Let's ask it something else. If I am bored, what do you think I should do?
I can suggest a variety of activities to help you pass the time. Here are some ideas. 1. Read a book or an article on a topic.
All right, so let's go ahead and end this. That was pretty awesome, pretty easy to do within like, I don't know, 8 or 9 minutes. We were able to begin to have a voice conversation with the InstructLab Granite-7B lab model. This is exciting to me because I'm going to start including this in some of my demos as we train a model and add new knowledge to it with InstructLab to be able to have voice conversations with it. All right, so just a fun little quick video for you all today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is all on Windows, natively on Windows. This will obviously work on Linux as well and Mac OS as well. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the InstructLab community. Have a good evening, everybody.